If you're a dog owner in Brentwood, New Hampshire, you already know that finding the right trainer is a pretty big deal. So, this is our practical guide to help you find a professional who really gets your dog, your lifestyle, and what you're hoping to achieve right here in our community.
We've broken it all down into 5 key parts to make it super clear. We're going to start with what makes training here in Brentwood a little different, then get into what to look for in a trainer, how to pick one, what it might cost, and we'll finish up with some really helpful local resources.
So, let's kick things off with Section 1, Training in Brentwood. You know, life here has that special rural feel, and that definitely shapes how we should prepare our dogs to be happy, well-adjusted members of the family.
Living in Brentwood means our dogs need a slightly different set of skills, right? Good training prepares them for those, surprise meetings with deer or turkeys on the trails and helps them stay calm and safe on your own property. It also means they can handle a trip to a busier spot like Exeter or Epping without feeling totally overwhelmed.
Okay, on to Section 2, what to look for. This is all about giving you the info you need to spot a trainer who is qualified, up-to-date, and genuinely effective. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. It's really the heart of modern, science-backed dog training. And all it really means is rewarding the behaviors you want to see more of. This way of training isn't just kind, it's also incredibly powerful for building skills you actually need out here, like a super reliable recall when you're enjoying Brentwood's open spaces. Sometimes you'll see a whole alphabet soup of letters after a trainer's name. What does it all mean? Well, you don't have to memorize them, but seeing things like CPDTK or KPA-CTP is a really good sign. It shows that a trainer is actually invested in their education and is committed to professional standards, which is a big deal in a field that isn't regulated. And now for Section 3, how to choose. Okay, now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, the practical steps of picking the right kind of training and asking the best questions to find that perfect match for you and your dog. You've really got 2 main options to think about. In-home training is fantastic because the trainer comes right to you, helping you work on things like barking at the doorbell or leash pulling right where it actually happens. But then you have group classes, which you'll probably have to travel to a nearby town for, and those are amazing for practicing focus with all the distractions of other dogs and people around. This slide right here, this is your cheat sheet. Just knowing what to ask makes all the difference. These 6 questions will give you a really clear picture of a trainer's approach and how they work. I think asking how they'll tailor the plan for life in Brentwood and how you'll track progress are especially good ones. And remember, it's not an exam. It's just a conversation to find the right partner for you and your dog. All right, let's talk about money. In Section 4, Understanding the Costs. This should help you get a sense of what to budget for, what is truly an investment in your dog's well-being. This chart gives you a pretty good snapshot of the typical price ranges you'll find around here. So a group class that runs for a few weeks might cost a couple $100, while a single private lesson is often priced by the hour. Just keep in mind, these are averages for Rockingham County. A trainer's level of experience or the specific issue you're working on can definitely affect the final price.
And now for our final section, local rules and resources. This is where we bring everything we've talked about right back home to Brentwood.
Being a great dog owner in Brentwood means knowing a few key rules. State law says your dog needs to be under your control when you're off your property. You also need to license them with the town clerk every year, and that requires proof of a rabies vaccine. This is exactly where good training comes in. It directly helps you meet these community standards, especially for things like nuisance barking. And now for the really fun part, getting out there and practicing these new skills. You can work on leash walking at Dodge Town Forest right here in town. If you're looking for safe off-leash socialization, the Exeter Dog Park is a fantastic nearby spot. And for a real challenge, Patacoe State Park has so many different environments to help your dog learn that their good manners apply everywhere, not just at home. So the whole reason for doing all this is to help your dog become that confident, happy companion you can take anywhere. Finding the right trainer is really just the first step in building that incredible bond. We wish you the very best in your search, because having a well-behaved dog really does make everything better. From quiet evenings at home and walks on the local trails to relaxed visits with friends and neighbors right here in our community.